think the companies at large understand that there is something called, keeping my skepticism aside,
Right.
the companies at large understand that there is a thing to be addressed as mental health, and they should create an environment.
Now it is happening. Yes.
Okay.
Now it is happening. Why? And that's again interesting, and this you will definitely agree with. Now, studies are showing that, at one point in time, before 2020-ish, the WHO had very clearly mentioned that cardiovascular diseases were the number one cause of human mortality as well as morbidity. Morbidity meaning sick days,
Okay.
not working,
Okay.
right? And they had also predicted that by 2020, psychological and emotional issues are going to overtake cardiovascular issues as the number one cause of lost productivity
By 20?
by 2020.
Okay.
We've already passed that.
Okay.
And then the pandemic happened in 2020. So, well, we always knew as professionals that there is a mental health pandemic happening everywhere because of simply the amount of stress which is increasing, the kind of, aspirations versus the kind of opportunities, and everything else between that. We always knew that there is a mental health issue which is going to come to the surface very quickly. And the pandemic just basically took the covers off it. It was a black swan event, right? It was something which disrupted all of our lives. For those 2 years, we will never be the same again. And we will keep repairing and finding the outcomes of those pandemic years, I think even a decade down the line. There will be issues. So, mental health, emotion related issues have started hitting industry where it hurts the most, on their bottom line,
Money.
right? So once industry realizes that absenteeism is increasing, that presentism is increasing. Now that's a very interesting concept. I also came to know of it very recently. That you are present physically, but you are not all there,
Okay.
right? Your productivity is going down. Right? We have heard, of course, talk about burnouts in corporate offices. Right? I have myself treated several cases of corporate burnouts. Right? And that is just pushing yourself to meet those targets, which keep increasing incrementally. As for a good worker, what is the reward for good work? More work. Right? That's how corporate understands it. But they keep pushing it, and people keep taking on more and more responsibilities, until they drive themselves to a burnout, right? Which is a very real phenomenon. We've seen that happening. And now we are realizing that for companies are smart. When something hits them on the financial side, they will take cognizance of it. And they will start making amends for it. To rehire a new person and to retrain them and then give them that role would be a much higher cost for a company. It makes much more sense to invest in mental health. Now you will see some of the changes which are happening, especially in these more aware areas, which actually produce good data and good, researches in terms of how to improve productivity. You'll see that a lot of Europe is now going towards a 4-day work week, right? Which would seem counterintuitive. Right, but then I would say that in this day and age, let's not put industrial era matrices to what is now the conceptual age. Now you don't need to sit and work on a factory line to be productive. This is the age of ideas and concepts and understanding concepts and creating concepts, right? So here it actually makes more sense to work less hours in a week, but actually give your employees more freedom, more time with family, more time for recreation, for them to be more productive. And that is the reason why a lot of European countries, as I mentioned, are going towards very strongly. Germany was the latest example of now going towards a 4-day work week, right?